دبي تعطيك امان.
وظل القياده الرشيده اللي فيها، اللي هي حببت الناس والعالم كله في هالبلد. فانا بالفعل فخور بنفسي وفخور بهالدوله الطيبه.
لبناني. انا شخصيا ابن مصر.
قيام على البلد ليل مع نهار، تركيزه، ما كنا وصلنا للي وصلنا.
أنا والله عمري 5 سنين وأنا تحت البوش، وهذا يعني اللي ما له ماضي الله يرحم أبوي زايد ما له حاضر.
فاليوم الكل عايش سواء موافد أو مواطن، نحمد الله سبحانه وتعالى أن نحن في أمان وفي استقرار وفي أحلى، يعني وين ما تروح تلقى أنك أنت بين أخوانك وبين أهلك وبين ربعك وبين عشيرتك وبين الجميع.
إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوثن وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. إلا دار زايد لا تقرب حماها لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوثن وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. نحنا شعوب لها نفدى تراها نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب. نحنا شعوب لها نفدى تراها نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب. تاريخ لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوثن وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوثن وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. إلا دار زايد لا تقرب حماها لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوثن وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. نحنا شعوب لها نفدى تراها نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب. نحنا شعوب لها نفدى تراها نبذل الغالي لها دوم ونهب. تاريخ لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوثن وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد.
Welcome my viewers. Today I have a special guest and a special successful story. Please welcome with me with Dr. Rashed Intisar. Welcome, doctor.
Thank you.
Please, in the beginning, introduce yourself.
My name is Dr. Rashed Intisar Shehbazi. I'm a consultant vascular surgeon. I am originally from Pakistan. I grew up there, but after my qualification, I trained in the United Kingdom. I've been practicing as a physician for almost 30 years. Been a consultant vascular surgeon for more than 10 years. And I arrived in the UAE in 2015. And it's been a wonderful pleasure being here. It has been a great time for me professionally and personally.
Yes, doctor. I think when you come, you face some challenge and difficult. What the challenge you face up when you come?
When I arrived in 2015, I came with my family. It was a cultural change because we'd been living in the UK for many years. But very quickly, it was a very pleasant journey for us. I have 3 daughters who had been born and grew up in the UK, and they were very concerned about moving to another country. But I can tell you, within weeks of arriving here, they couldn't be happier. There were challenges, but those are those happen anywhere you move to in the beginning. But what I found remarkable was the way we were welcomed and the way this country has made life easy for people who choose to come and live here.
Please, talking more about your medical specialty.
Okay, so as a consultant vascular surgeon, we deal with diseases of the arteries and veins. So essentially the blood circulation that goes all over the body. And as we know, if there is not enough blood supply to any part of the body, it will not function very well. So as a vascular surgeon, we deal with really every part of the body. So people who have disease in the arteries that supply blood to the brain, for example, they will have a stroke. People who have a problem with the blood supply to the legs will struggle to walk. And if it is not treated and recognized in time, it goes beyond that stage to gangrene and people losing their legs. So we save limbs, we save lives as vascular surgeons. People suffer from diseases of the veins. They get varicose veins, and if they are not treated, can progress, and people can get ulcers in the legs, which are very difficult to treat, infections and so on.
Yes. Now today, doctor, you have create your name in Dubai. Who's supporting you?
I think, so I moved to Dubai about a year ago. Before that, I was in the Emirate of Abu Dhabi. I was in a big teaching hospital called Tawam Hospital, where I was chief of the vascular surgery department for 6 years. I was also chair of the entire department of surgery for some time. And I found that the institutions in the UAE are built to support your work. It is absolutely remarkable. What you find is this country welcomes you, but they expect excellence because that is what they are delivering. There is one of the most remarkable things that I have learned from this place and why we choose to make this our home is that there is always this sense that they want to be the best.
Yes. Now, what's the vision for you, doctors?
So at my stage of career, vascular surgeons are still a very small community. They are growing, but it is still, because it is considered quite challenging, quite a difficult field, and therefore not everybody wants to take this as a profession because it is very demanding, very challenging. We deal with a lot of emergencies, we deal with accident traumas and so on, where there is tremendous bleeding, and that's where we will come to. So one of the challenges has been for the younger doctors to encourage them to come into this specialty. And that is what I wish to inspire. We are trying to deliver the best service until the last few years, where there has been a significant increase in the number of well qualified, well experienced vascular surgeons in the UAE. That service was not there before. And in fact, even now, particularly in the Northern Emirates, vascular surgery is not a very well provided service. So patients in the Northern Emirates, for example, are still dependent on vascular surgeons in Abu Dhabi and Dubai to look after them, which can be very difficult and very challenging for them, their families. So I think as a senior vascular surgeon here, I feel it is almost our duty to increase awareness about vascular disease so patients can look for help, look for treatment early, because when complications happen, the effects are very severe. And for the younger physicians who are coming up, who are choosing their careers, who are developing and training, that they should think about.
Yes, Doctor, about talking the development of this field. Please talking in general and specific in your field.
Sure. So vascular surgery is, as you can imagine, we're operating and treating the arteries and veins of the body all over. So they can be anywhere from 1 centimeter to 1 millimeter in size. So it's a very precise, very technically challenging and demanding field. We also require a lot of support from our radiology, X-ray doctors to get very specific scans. We need support and help from other colleagues in other specialties to manage the patients for their blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, high cholesterol, obesity. All of these things affect the arteries in the bodies. And then when those effects happen, it is the vascular surgeon who is ultimately responsible for treating them. So that is the challenge. Not many hospitals in this country are still up to that standard. And so I have been very fortunate to have worked, and I'm working in a hospital now in Saudi German Hospital, Dubai, where we have all the facilities available to us, so that if a patient comes with any form of vascular disease, we are able to provide that service to them.
Yes. Doctor, what's the meaning of success in your opinion?
That's a very interesting question, and I think success means different things for different people. In my life, success has meant being satisfied with what I do, knowing fully well that I have done to the best of my ability and the best for the people that I'm trying to treat.
Yeah. Now, Doctor, please send a motivation message to our young people.
I think for the young people in the UAE, and this includes my children as well, we are blessed to be living in a country which I think is unique, and the leadership and the vision of that leadership, the educational opportunities that are being provided, the social opportunities that are being provided in this country are absolutely remarkable. And therefore, I think it is almost a responsibility to make the best of that, because I can assure you that many young people around the world do not have the opportunities that are available in this country.
Yes, Doctor, thank you for this motivation message. And finally, what would you say to our leadership in heart to heart?
I cannot even begin to express my gratitude and how grateful I am to the leadership of this country. Their vision is an example to the leaders of the rest of the world. I have had the opportunity to live in many countries. I have had the opportunity to visit a lot of places around the world. And every time we come back to the UAE, I feel that we are blessed to have leaders who have had the vision to bring this country where it is and to have the direction forward to take it where it is going.
The
تبي تعطيك امان.
وظل القيادة الرشيدة اللي فيها، اللي هي حببت الناس والعالم كله في هالبلد. فأنا بالفعل فخور بنفسي وفخور بهالدولة الطيبة.
لبناني. أنا شخصيا ابن مصر.
قيام على البلد ليل مع نهار، تركيزه ما كنا وصلنا للي وصلنا.
أنا والله من عمري 5 سنين وأنا تحت البوش، وهذا يعني اللي ما له ماضي الله يرحم أبوي زايد ما له حاضر.
فاليوم الكل عايش، سواء موافد أو مواطن، نحمد الله سبحانه وتعالى أن نحن في أمان وفي استقرار وفي أحلى، يعني وين ما تروح تلقى أنك أنت بين أخوانك وبين أهلك وبين ربعك وبين عشيرتك وبين الجميع.